All right, welcome, y'all. I already see some Wattson puns in chat, so let me just bring everyone in.
Wow, we have not wasted any time with the puns. Hi!
Oh, no, not at all. Someone said, I am ecstatic. Get it? That line.
Yay!
Hello.
Nessie and I approve. Thank you.
I have to, wait, right there. Yeah, Nessie's right there.
I got a Nessie too.
Oh my God, wait a minute.
And
Okay.
I've got Justine's signature
Okay,
on it.
hold on.
Suck
Yay!
that, legends.
What?
I don't have a single Nessie. I just have this very threatening Mario Kart banana.
I just have memories of the real Nancy.
Oh my God. Oh, this is so cool. I didn't realize we all had Nessies, although it makes sense.
Wow.
Chris is going to get his. Come on,
Chris
Chris.
is gonna get his.
Yes.
Okay.
And I was
Well,
going to skateboard.
Oh. We all got excited.
I've got, let me see, what do I got?
he's got stuff.
Nick in
What's
my
he
chat
got?
wants a signed Nessie. I mean, you can
Ooh,
tomorrow.
I'm doing
Got
doing
these.
signed Nessies actually.
Nice.
So if you
Oh,
go to
what?
streamily.com/Justine Huxley, I have a very limited supply of signed Nessies, so check it out.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that.
Oh, nice, Allegra. I love it. Is that your was that your Halloween costume?
No, because this was a child's large.
Oh my
It's
It's amazing.
It's
Did
amazing.
not
I
fit
love
on
it.
me.
I love it.
There was it literally, as I was trying to get it on over my butt, there's the fabric, the seams started ripping, and I was like,
Oh no.
yeah.
Wait.
A great problem to have, but nice, but you know.
All right, so welcome everyone. So today we have Ben Prendergast, which I hope I said right.
You did.
Awesome.
Thank you
Okay.
and congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chris Edgerly, Allegra Clark, Justine Huxley, and Elle Newlands. So
Elle.
Elle, I'm so sorry, Elle.
Yeah, right to the end, you got right to the end, Stella.
Dang it! I'm sorry. I gotta go.
Got the
Nessie
easy
will
one
take
wrong.
over for me. I
Usually I
know.
don't correct, but I'm getting to the point where every single stream or convention I do, I'm like, it's Elle.
Yeah. No. I'm so sorry.
They're the best. I mean, people will spell my last name with an E all the time, and I'm just like, I just go, I'm like, no E. That's it.
Yeah.
No, take it off.
I don't. Sorry, I'm telling my dog to lie down. Lie down. Not
The-
over here.
The benefits of working from home. You have pets. You have
Yeah.
family members in the background. Always. It's so great. I love it.
He's in the corner there.
Oh, so cute. Okay, so I have to ask, what is everyone's mains? I'll start with Ben. We'll kind of go down the list here. So in Apex, if you play, who is your main?
Oh man, I change mains all the time because
You've
I
asked the
figure
good person first.
I'm going
Ooh.
to find the main that makes me not crap at the game. But I do main June. I've started maining Valk this season. I mained Horizon in season 7. Pathy was one of my first. Bloodhound often. Almost never Wattson, but now that I have her heirloom.
Yay!
Oh, you have it! Oh.
Yeah, and the list goes on. I actually haven't mained Ash yet, but I recognize that they're a pretty great character. Anyway, yeah, that's me.
Cool. How about you, Chris?
I don't play enough to be any good at the game, so I just take Pathfinder because that's who I took in the beginning when there were only like 8 legends, and I just got so used to using them that I guess I'm just comfortable dying as Pathfinder
Oh my God.
more so than dying as any of the other ones. So yeah, it's Pathy for me. Ride or die.
Awesome. And Allegra, I'm very curious.
Oh no, God! I mean, I only ever play the game when I am playing with Chris. Actually, I think I've only.
Oh my
ever played
God.
with you. And obviously, I have to play Bloodhound when I do that.
Yeah.
Pretty terrible at the game. I think if I tried, I could probably get good, but like I'm not a PvP person. I think it's just because I hate other people.
You know what? After the last 2 years, I totally feel you. I 100% understand.
Yeah, I tend to be more of a cooperative game kind of person. So if you get me in like I mean, if Apex were like PvE, with my team going against just the hordes of mooks, I'd be like, heck yeah, this is my jam. But PvP's never really been my thing. It's never really
Okay.
Yeah.
kind of taking a little bit of a sidebar. So do you like Back for Blood?
I haven't played it yet
No!
because I have it. I bought it, but my normal Wednesday night co-op group hasn't played it yet.
Oh, okay.
Can we freaking play this game? Because I played the hell out of Left 4 Dead 2. Like, I played that game to death. So I was so excited when Back 4 Blood was announced.
Oh my god. Well, I hope you get to experience it. It's such a good game. And
It's so good. I just want to get the frying pan. That's all I want.
yeah.
It's the best part of playing Left 4 Dead is getting that fantastic like doink sound when you hit a zombie with a frying pan.
Yes. So satisfying.
It's so satisfying.
Now, Justine, you just got your heirloom in the game, so I gotta ask, who's your main?
Obviously, Wattson. I haven't seen the heirloom in real time, but I've seen all the pictures and videos of people, sharing it, and it's been so exciting. I know some people wanted an electric baguette, but I'm very happy with the heirloom. I think it's adorable. I love the little Nessie Tamagotchi. It was so cute. So I'm very happy. Allegra says she's not good at the game, but let me tell you, I'm 10 times worse. If Allegra
Oh my
says
gosh!
she's not.
Remember at EA Play when me and Nick played?
Yes.
We didn't get to squad together though. That made me really sad.
Right.
Aww.
Yeah, that was when Wattson was first introduced into the game. Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, Elle, your character Horizon has been used competitively and everywhere, and everyone dubs her Space Mom. So, very curious, who is your main?
Well, since Ben was so kind to get me set up with Apex Legends and came over and then I haven't turned the thing on again, so I don't have a main.
Yes, Bloodhound.
I was set up with Horizon, so when I start to play, I will play Horizon badly because I've heard that she's actually a little complicated to master, and that's probably why people just got annoyed when she got the nerf that time, because she was really, really OP. Is that how you say it?
OP.
OP. I was about to say OP. I was about to say that, and then I was like, no, I think I've said that before, and that's wrong because that's how much of a geek I am. So I will play her when I finally get around to doing that.
No, there's no shame in that at all. That's amazing. Oh my goodness. So when you play the game and you hear your voice as your character, is that weird? Like, does it ever mess with you? I guess that can open this up to the panel.
Nah.
I used to talk about that on my stream, that people would ask, what's it like to hear your voice in the game? After a while, it's white noise. You don't notice it. But every now and then, I would suddenly think to myself, wow, that was me. I said that. Yeah, it's a little weird, but it's cool.
Yeah, I sometimes it gets in the way. Like I'm trying to call comms to a teammate, and then Fuse will say something, and then I'll get confused because did I? That's like it's coming out of my mouth. I'm like, wait, what? No, going over here, not over. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to reassess. You're just like, did I say that? Take an audio log.
Well, and then sometimes Fuse will say a line, and I legitimately go, I don't remember voicing that line. Like he said that. Like that's always weird. That's always weird.
That happens to me a lot. Like sometimes when I get cameos or shout outs, like people will be like, and say the line. And I'm like, yeah, Horizon says that line. Like, I don't even remember because there was, I think Eric Kraber told me, I think when I first came in, I had 1,500 lines. Like,
oh my God.
Well, every season it's like, every season now, like as we all know, we go in for like usually like a 1 to 2 hour pickup session, unless there's like some particularly additional content, just to get all the new like, yes, this legend is like, screwing me over with their ability, or, random interaction lines. So, what was a pretty straightforward number of sessions for me has only gotten like, since I was, for me and Chris, since we're both season 0, has only gotten like more and more and more. That initial work has gotten like exponentially larger for every single upcoming legend. By the time we get to season 30, whatever, it's going to be like, congratulations, you're in the booth for 2 weeks straight. Like, have fun. Like, we own you now.
Yeah, especially with the new interactions too that you have with every single character. They started adding, I mean, even when you thank someone, when you pick something up, oh my goodness. I can't imagine what that's like. But I guess kind of forgetting what you say is, or like what you voice is kind of on par for the course because there's just so much now.
Yeah.
We
There's
also
also-
record
yeah.
so far in advance too. So
Yeah.
there's
Oh,
so
okay.
many lines that I don't think we remember because you know, there's so much new stuff coming all the time. And there also, we try, I mean, at least I do, I try and forget some of the things because some of it is so NDA that
Yeah.
Oh,
if
okay.
we do say anything, then we're gonna get in big trouble.
That makes
the
sense.
things that always stick with me are, oh, hi, Milo.
Oh my.
I thought that was a raccoon for a second. I thought,
No.
wait, we may need to pause the stream.
Hi, my. You gonna hang out in the background now?
The thing that always sticks with me when I come out of sessions are the interactions, like the character interactions. But if you were to say like, what new feature's been added, or like, where have we gone this time? I'm like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah, I'm really good at forgetting that stuff. I can record something and walk out of the booth, and it is instantly left my mind. It's on to the next thing.
that's
You know,
fair.
Me
For
too.
Allegra and me, we were recording probably in 2019,
2018.
2018.
Yeah, May
Oh.
2018 was my first session.
Oh,
I want
that's
to say
right,
it was
because
May
they launched the
14th.
game in 2019,
Wow.
didn't they?
Yep.
They
I
launched
So we've been-
started in December 2019
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
we,
we
uh,
were recording 3 years ago.
or 2018.
We've
yeah.
it's been
Yeah.
almost 4 years that we've been working on this project, Chris, which is just
Yeah, yeah.
insane.
Wow. Oh yeah. So for I guess Chris and Allegra, what has it been like just watching this game evolve from launch and just having been there from, I mean, even before the beginning? What has that journey been like?
It's I'll let
He's
her
not
do her
allowed on the
lion
desk
taming
and
while
he
I
knows
answer.
it.
Yeah. Well, I remember the initial audition was just one piece of copy among the other pieces of copy I had for the day, and I did it like I did the others, and I forgot about it. And there was a callback, and I went into the studio for the callback, and it was a really pleasant callback because everybody was so warm and accompanying and just cooperative. And I thought, this is a really fun callback. I feel good about this. And then a few months later, you go in and start recording. So we're already going back almost 4 years. And I just thought, well, this would just be another video game. And it's become more than just another video game, but your expectations are nil at the beginning because it's in the planning stages, it's in the early production stages. And then for it to come out, and it popped huge in the beginning.
Oh my God.
I remember asking them, are you guys doing a big rollout, a big promotion?
Yeah, is this going to
No.
be D3? Because like we started
No.
recording in May, and ordinarily gaming brain over here, like May is usually when it's just like, okay, we got to get something ready for the demo. So
Yeah.
I was like, is there going to be an E3 demo? Like, what's going on? Or is it going to be a trailer? And they were like, nope, we're just going to drop the game out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I was like, bold strategy. Let's see if it pays off. Yeah. It
Yeah.
paid off really.
They just said, hey, we made a game. And then
And it just
everybody
showed
started
up
playing.
out of nowhere. And what was it like, 1 million unique players within like the first like few hours.
Oh my
or
God.
something like that. I remember sitting there going, how is this going to be received? And then just watching Twitter blow up with it and all the conversation just being about Apex and going like, okay, wow, all right. So this is going to be a thing now, isn't it? Which was really exciting. It was really exciting to be a part of. And it's very, very humbling too. I mean, like when I go in, I'm used to, I knew it was like, obviously I knew it was Respawn. I knew it was related to Titanfall. So it was like, oh, there's going to be some, some excitement and people are going to be really excited because everyone loves Titanfall 2. So I sort of expected like, people would receive it well, but, not marketing it at all until release. It was such an unexpected strategy to me that I was like, it was like the Beyonce album drop strategy. And I was like,
Yes.
like Beyonce can do it. Can Respawn? Yes, Respawn. can.
Season Lemon coming soon from
Oh my God.
Man, Man, can Beyonce be a legend?
Right? Oh my God.
Just
Wait,
Beyonce.
what about a Beyonce skin for Bangalore? Just see her glammed up
Oh,
for once.
yes.
Oh my God. I would love that.
That'd be pretty
amazing.
cool.
I would be so gay.
Yeah.
More than I normally am.
More than
So I have to ask, how close are you all to your characters? Like, how much of that personality is in your character? Like, Chris, are you always happy all the time, like Pathfinder?
no, thank God, because there'd be something wrong with me. I'm a pretty happy guy.
Yeah, you're pretty like.
I doing Pathfinder's voice like I'm lower and textured because it's the morning and I was, yelling last night out at a very responsibly held outdoor party.
Hey.
But yeah,
No, don't lie. You went clubbing with the Prime Minister of Finland, or
yeah,
Was
me
it
and Boris
Finland?
Johnson, we
Was
hit
it
a few
Finland?
pubs. But no, I mean, it's not hard for me to, suddenly just start to be really happy and positive. Hi, friends. And when I get the kids up in the morning, I'm kind of a little bit like Pathfinder. Wakey, wakey.
Okay, wait, that's terrifying. Why is that terrifying?
Yeah, I know. I know.
God.
That is a little
Wakey
creepy.
children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get up, Scablander.
Yeah, but it's just a little tweak, and I'm Pathfinder. Yeah, but I would imagine that it's that way for a lot of the legends. That it's just a little tweak, and then suddenly you're in that headspace.
That's awesome. Okay, so Ben, someone in my chat said, does that mean Ben loves explosives? Should we be worried?
I'm terrified of explosives. There's nothing. Yeah, get me. I remember a friend had a flare once, and it was an old flare that he had from like
Oh,
his
God.
boat or something. And we took it camping, and I was like, "Get me away from that thing." I couldn't even like pop a flare. But kind of similar to what Chris was saying, and in the audition, I remember I came back into the callback, and I know Fuse was a little bit Aussie, probably as Aussie as I was, but as soon as I started channeling more of the kind of the 70s, 80s Australian, bring his timber down, and instead of like sending out a knuckle cluster, he sort of was like sending out a knuckle cluster. He became more of that guy,
I totally
yeah,
don't have a crush on Fuse. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
Hey, get in line.
So sorry.
We all do.
Yeah.
Excuse me. That's
Excuse me, get in line.
That's
Houndy.
Bloodhound's man. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I do want to talk about that, but yeah.
Oh, we
later.
will.
Yes.
I think
We'll
I think
talk
his
about
like
it, don't
happy-go-lucky nature is definitely in me, like, and he wants to be like part of the family. He's got avuncular is a word I like to throw around. He's like everyone's uncle, so
Yes.
yeah.
Wait, okay. So also the line about getting beer and everything, is that also you? Like,
Oh yeah, I drink
Yeah.
a beer on most streams. Like, yeah, I do love a beer. I do
okay,
love a beer.
cool. Allegra, how close are you to Bloodhound? That's all we needed. All right. I'm just kidding.
It's not as drastic. The most this person is nothing like their character is and will always be Revenant. Because
Oh.
Darren is nothing like Revenant. He's
Yeah, that's true.
polar opposite.
Yeah.
So I'm not that stark of a difference, not quite that level, but I'm up there. I'd say I'm in the top 3. This person is nothing like their character thing. Because I'm loud. For starters, I am not stoic at all, as you can tell. I'm just, I'm a very goofy person, very outspoken, where Bloodhound is a lot more, reticent, and withdrawn and held back as a person. And it takes a while for them to open up to people, where I'm an open book. So yeah, we're very different from each other. I would absolutely I would have a drink with Bloodhound because I would be so interested. I worry that I would annoy Bloodhound though. Like, I worry.
Don't do that.
I know I don't want to do that. Like, I feel like Bloodhound would be a little bit overwhelmed by me, and I'd be like, yeah, it's legit.
Well, if Bloodhound is okay with Fuse, though, I think you'd be fine.
That's fair. I would say I'm closer to Pathfinder in disposition, I would probably
Okay.
say. I would argue that I'm a little bit more pathy. So, and granted, the reason why Bloodhound exists in a permanent state of like, jaw tense when it comes to Pathfinder is just the way that Pathfinder assumes everything all the time.
Well, that and the Raven. The issue with the Raven, I would say.
Oh, yes, that's right. Wait,
Huh.
okay, this might be a weird ask, and it's totally okay if you say no, but could you do a Pathfinder line as Bloodhound? Because that's your disposition, so.
Oh my god, give me a good one. Chris, give me a good one.
Well, let's see. You get here by winning. How about that? Do that.
Oh.
That's a nice quick one.
Oh, yeah.
You get here by winning, friend.
You get here by winning, friend.
Oh my god, that's so cool. Oh, I'm fangirling.
Milo Julian Clark, you get down. What is your deal right now?
The thing with cats, you give him an inch.
He doesn't have an inch. He's never had an inch. He's never allowed on the
He's
desk.
castrated. My dog's over here.
He is being he's being such a bad boy
Oh
right
my
now.
god.
So obviously there is a little bit of a pitch, like a vocal modulation that happens on Bloodhound's voice. Drops their voice a little bit compared to mine, and also there's the gas mask filter aspect of it, but that's where I am when I record it, at least. So.
That's amazing. Now, Justine, I know we've talked before, but how close do you feel to Wattson's personality?
I mean, she's definitely an extension of me. I love French things. I love all French things. I love French desserts, and I just made a creme brulee the other day. Delicious. I mean, I definitely have a bubbly personality, and I'm very friendly. But I am not as intense with the science stuffs as Watson is.
You love the puns, though.
Love the puns. I really love
all over the puns.
All over the puns.
Wait, did you put in a pun yourself? Like, did you make a pun and voice that?
Not at all. I not at all. No, the writers are incredible. I leave that to them. They are so funny and punny, and especially Tom, who has since left Respawn, but he was the original writer that helped create Wattson and gave her all the OG dad jokes.
Oh my god, I love that.
Yeah, especially the new line, "Try as you might, you can't kill a what, son."
Oh my god, that one was so good. It adds a little bit of salt too, you know?
Oh my god.
So good.
It's so
They're
funny.
so bad. I love
Yeah.
So, Elle, how close do you feel to Horizon? I know Horizon's very sciencey as well, but I feel like she's very lighthearted.
I am nothing like my character. I don't even have a Scottish accent. I don't even,
Yeah, you're from Texarkana, right?
Like it's all just
Yeah.
it's smoke and mirrors. Smoke and mirrors. I would say that I am very like Horizon actually, because even though she's very sciencey, she's also very klutzy and nerdy and geeky and drops things and is cheerful and tries to like bring out the best in the world and see the best in the world, and like that, to my chagrin, that's one of my my personality traits is I try and see the best in everything and everyone, and it can be a good thing and a bad thing, but yeah, I don't know. I think like when I had, like, to Ben's point, when I had my callback, they had I don't even think they had any other Scottish actor. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think they had any other Scottish actors. They had a lot of Americans, because I get a lot of my voice actor friends telling me, "Do you know I auditioned for Horizon?" And I'm like, "What?" So when I went in, Sam Gill was the original writer for season 7 for the in-game lines, and he was like, "Well, I kind of see a little bit like," this is me doing a terrible accent, but he's like, "I kind of see her a little bit like Mrs. Doubtfire," and I'm like, "Mrs. Doubtfire?" I understood what he meant. He didn't mean like the, "Oh, hello, Mrs. Doubtfire." didn't mean that. He meant like the fact that she had lost a child and she was trying to do anything she could to get back to her children. So like in a way it was like Mrs. Robin Williams becoming Mrs. Doubtfire. It was like Horizon becomes a legend, which seems insane because it's not her personality to be a murderer, you know, to be a murderer, but I guess needs must. So, and I'm definitely not like that.
Oh, I mean, I'm a stone cold killer. I mean, you guys aren't. Yikes! I shouldn't have admitted that on stream.
Oh, cut the tapes.
I hope the police isn't watching.
Elle, so how do you feel about Horizon's story being progressed now? And now that Ash is in the game, who personally betrayed her, how are you enjoying her story coming along?
I love it. You know, because from the beginning, they don't have like, it seems like they have this mapped out, but they really don't, because I asked and I was like, well, you know, is there? And they're like, well, they have it like penciled in, but I think things can change. But I mean, I really love the fact that she got to in this season, she got to really show a different side where she wasn't just like, oh, hello darlings, like, you know, another soft landing. It was like, you know, it was very much like you backstabbing, what was it,
Heartless toaster.
Yeah, heartless toaster.
And nothing but a backstabbing blender, you know. It was like to get to, and those are and that's the thing about Horizon, she's also extremely punny, not as much as Wattson. I mean, those are like over the top puns.
What is it with the science people and puns?
And
Is this why I find out Caustic also really likes puns?
Oh,
He does,
God.
Yeah.
Wait, he does?
Yeah, he does. I think
Oh
he does.
my God. That's it. This is how they write scientists. We just made them huge dorks.
It's fantastic. But the thing that's really funny about my season is Anna is actually one of my really, really good friends. I've known her for like 15 years. And she had originally mentioned me for Apex. She told me like years ago, she was like, you know, I can't tell you what it is, but I'm in this game and they're talking about bringing in a Scottish character. And, you know, I threw your name out there and I was like, oh, thank you. And it was like years ago.
Wow.
And so anyway, that was like super cool to get to like be in the game, knowing she was already in it, and then have her come back like to be a legend. It was like very cool.
That's awesome. Talking about this season, so Ben, how does it feel to be the sexiest legend in the game with your own swimsuit emerging out of the water scene?
Well, the thing about that is, I had even tweeted like completely randomly that if Fuse gets a swimsuit skin, I will do a swimsuit like stream. And I had no idea. Like, I'm telling you, I had no idea. And then I walked into the booth that day, and I think it was Ashley, who was like, I was like, hey guys, I said this funny thing today on Twitter, and she's like, oh, so the trailer's coming out tomorrow, and yeah, Fuse is gonna like pop out of the water, and he's gonna be in a swimsuit, so you might want to retract that statement. And then he did. So how does it feel? I mean, Fusey continues to surprise me, put it that way. He, yeah, but yeah, it's nice to give me, like, he started out as, you know, a bit of a as we would say in Australia, a bit of a bogan dork. And then, you know, and now he's sort of taken on a new thing. So I'm happy to make Fusey a little sex symbol. Why not?
Hell yeah.
Couple of winks, couple of smiles. I don't see why not, eh?
Hey, just stay loyal to Bloodhound.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of Bloodhound, so this has been a burning question from one of our regulars in chat. What was the inspiration behind the scream for, I think it was season 10?
Gotta be honest, I don't even remember recording it.
Oh, no.
I don't remember when I got it. Like, I think we may have, I'd have to go back because like, maybe I have it somewhere in my files from when, because I'm now going back into studio, but like, I want to say there was about a year's worth of sessions that we did from home. So I could probably go back into some of the files and be like, did I record this from home? I may have recorded it as a part of the event. The blanking on the name of it. The Old Ways New Dawn, was that? The event, the name of the event?
The very first event for Bloodhound?
No, the one that was just in the last season. I'm blanking on the name of it.
I don't remember. Yeah, it's been a long year. I don't remember.
The one with Press X Tanae. That one.
Oh yeah, the
What was
or,
that?
like
I think it was Old Ways New Dawn. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. Okay, Food
Yeah.
Justice says I got it right. Ha! Yeah, so within that event, I think that was probably something that we caught as a part of that, because I
Okay.
remember doing a fair bit of like giving them a lot of options, because we weren't sure exactly how big the I Am Blue Thunder was going to be, any of the screams, any of that. So I think we probably just got a lot of coverage, and they just lifted that scream and put it in
Okay, cool.
other places, is my guess. But that's what's kind of fun about game development. Sometimes, you know, they will catch something and it won't get used in one place, and they'll be like, wait, we have this sound in the sound bank, like, you know, this joke, like, you know, this voice line has a funny joke that will make sense as a part of the trailer, so we'll just toss that into the trailer. I'm sure there's been like a random Wattson pun that you didn't record for a trailer that made its way into one.
I didn't even know that this new line was going to be in the trailer. I totally forgot and didn't remember recording that line at all. The Kilowatts, and had no recollection. And then when it came up, I was just as shocked as everyone else.
So it was a nice present.
Yeah. Was it a Prezi from Fuse? Anyway.
Actually, I think I have one. Hold on. Let's see.
Hey, what?
Oh, I don't know where I put it. Oh no. Okay, so one of my friends sent me a signed poster from Ben, and
really?
it's Fuse in his swimsuit.
oh.
Cause yeah. Anyways.
This one.
Uh-oh.
This boy.
Yes, it was that one. It was that one. It was
Which I
very.
color the nipples in gold. Did you get gold nipples?
Oh my god.
Little stars, like star them out for Instagram.
Oh yeah, little stars. would be
my
good, Al. That's a good
God.
one.
Hearts, come on.
You gave him
We're
pasties.
not allowed to show their nips on Instagram, but men
Yeah.
are. So.
We need a few skin.
Gender is a social construct. Anyway.
We need a few skin with gold pasties now. It just
Yeah.
has to happen.
Yeah. It's in my head canon already.
Exotic dancer Fuse.
Oh my Elle, what are you doing?
Tassels?
Burlesque.
Coming up with all the bangers
Little
today.
apex burlesque there.
Yeah.
Burlesque Fuse. I think that's a pretty.
Burlesque Fuse. That's the new skin.
That's a new skin.
Yes.
Burlesque
Pitching
fuse.
it to Respawn right now.
Yeah, and then give Pathfinder the bikini cosplay that they want so bad. Like, it's just loose on Pathfinder, and he's just like, is this how you wear it? Like,
It's just, like, really
Am I
broad
sexy
and
yet?
I think all of the legends need to get swimsuits at some point. I think this needs to now be a thing because
Oh my gosh.
we keep getting asked for it. So
oh my goodness.
I think
And
if
then, like,
Pathfinder
I
had a
imagine
swimsuit-
like when Horizon rips off her like spacesuit, she's got these like abs. She's like, you know, she's like super muscular.
So, yeah, some line about how 0G can't stop the swollenness or something. So I did see this question in chat, and I'm actually very curious. What was everyone's first voice acting role? And we'll go down the line again. Actually, you know what? We'll just do it backwards. So, Elle, what was your first voice acting role?
I'm trying to think. Like I think my first I have two. My first like voice acting role was in this project. I've told this story before. It was in this project where I played her name was Amanda Acorn.
She was a tiny little acorn. Talked like this, and I did a whole album, and she sang, "Come on and learn along."
Like it was for Montessori. But the best part of the whole gig was that we were asked to go in and record the album, and I show up at the studio, and it's this studio in Glendale in someone's house, and I walk in, and the composer for the album was Richard Sherman, who was one half of the Sherman Brothers, who wrote pretty much all of the Disney songs for, like, he wrote Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, It's a Small World,
Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
Wow.
Justine is there. Justine is like,
Yeah,
love
I'm
the
into
Sherman
this.
Brothers.
They do 6 as well. I can't remember. Like I feel like but like I walked in and we call him Dick. His name's Richard, but we call him Dick. I had known him because he's actually my friend's dad, but I didn't realize, and so I got to record. And this is very, very early in not only my career, but also just like moving to LA. And I was like, is this what it's like? Do I just like roll up and record with like Disney legends and like, you know, no, it's not been like that since, but it was like this original. And one of the assistants on one of the wives of one of the creators of that show was at the time sorry guys, I'm like, my brain is spacing out, was Steven Spielberg's assistant. And so we actually did a screening on the DreamWorks compound, like in the Amblin complex. Oh my word, Elle, what is going on? In the Amblin compound, which is on the DreamWorks, am I saying that right? It's DreamWorks, right? Wow, I didn't get much sleep last night, guys.
No, it's okay.
You get as little sleep
Anyway,
as
so
4 o'clock in the morning.
I know. I'm like, so I walk up and there's like Richard, and he's like, let's do some of the album, and I'm like he's playing piano and I'm singing for people, and then she's like, do you want to go up and see like some of the internals? And so she's like, and this is Steven's office, and I'm like, what's happening right now? So that was my introduction to voiceover.
Oh wow. Yeah,
it was crazy. It was for a Montessori. They're still using it. It's like a Montessori school still use it. It's like a really cool learning. It's like this whole learning annex thing. So, but that was it.
I wonder. My kids went to Montessori for a couple of years. I wonder if they heard your voice.
I'm pretty sure. Amanda Acorn.
Hi.
that's so cool.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, Justine, what was your first intro to voice acting?
So I was a child actor as well, and I did commercials and short films and other things. And so a casting director that cast me in a short film told me that she thought I would be good doing looping, which is the voices for background characters in movies or television. So I was in a loop group for the movie Vegas Vacation. So you can hear me very quietly in the background as a bunch of the little kids in that movie. Yeah, I was 10 years old, and it was my first time at the Warner Brothers lot recording. It was so exciting. It was awesome.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's so cool.
Yeah.
Allegra, what was your first intro to voice acting?
So I was also a child actor.
Wow.
So I think I don't remember. Hi, Yoko. Don't remember specifically what it would have been, but it was probably like a Time Warner commercial in New York City when I was like 12 or something along those lines, or a PSA when I was 15, something. I did, for sure, the one I do remember is I did an industrial gig for the Smithsonian when I was 16.
Oh.
It was for the audiobook, rather the audio guide for one of their exhibits. And I read a letter written by a mill worker, like a 16-year-old mill worker, as a part of the audio guide for a Smithsonian exhibit. So that was pretty cool. It was like my like someone reached out to my theater teacher in high school and was like, do you know anyone? And before I even knew I wanted to do voiceover, he recommended me for the project. So it was like, yeah.
Wow.
It was fun. Yeah, I think that was like, as far as gigs I can remember, that's definitely the first one. So yeah.
That's amazing. And Chris.
Let's see. My first voiceover gig would have been a non-union gig because I was in Orlando. I was getting my feet wet.
Mm-hmm.
But I was asked this the other day on a different stream, and I remember that it was just for some local business in Orlando, and I can't remember what it would have been for. But my first union voice acting gig was here in LA, and it was voice matching Michael Rappaport for the movie The Pallbearer to make it, like safe for regular TV. So it was the day before my agent signed me as a client. She said, can you do Michael Rappaport? I said, I think so. She put a tape in. It was a VHS tape. This is how long ago this was. This was in 2000. And it was Pat Brady, my agent, who just retired. So she said, here's the scene. And I heard it and I repeated it back to her. And she says, yeah, okay. She gets on the phone, calls up like the Miramax production office and said, I got your Michael Rappaport. All right. Yeah. Hangs up the phone, says, be at this place tomorrow by this time. You're in the union. Because I was
Oh my God.
eligible. So that was my second gig where you have to join. And so I showed up and did Michael Rappaport for a movie.
Goddamn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We have to hear that now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. How about Michael Rappaport as Pathfinder?
Yes, please.
I'll leave out the profanity because apparently he can't get 2 words out before he drops an F-bomb. But hey, who's ready to fly on a zip line? I am. You get here by winning.
Oh no!
And I recorded with him on The Simpsons because he did a guest star on that, and I did not tell him. Hey, by the way, my first job ever was voice matching you because I didn't want him to look at me like, oh yeah? Because it'll freak people out if you say that. Yeah, really? Why don't you do me right now? Huh? Yeah. It's like, yeah. So I didn't want to go there. So I just thought, let me not creep him out.
Oh my God. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Then congratulations first of all for getting your role in God of War 2.
Yeah.
Yay!
Thank you.
So, what was your very first role in voice acting?
Like Chris, I did a lot of non-union and kind of Australian union work in Australia. So I did a lot of commercial voiceovers for Mazda, as you would say here. A lot of commercial voiceover stuff. But the first ever like animated thing I did was like for this animal phone, which is like where kids could take. I'm having to mute this, by the way, because my wife's moving the car and baby Yoko is here.
Oh,
Hey, look,
Yoko,
it's Ben's
do you wanna say
heirloom.
hello? Hey, look, it's
Oh,
It's Fuse's heirloom. Hey, baby. So I did this animal phone where kids could talk to like Graham the gorilla and whatnot. But then when I get to LA, I get this a voice match for Donald Gleason, who plays General Hux in Star Wars, and similar story. They're like, yeah, you've booked it. So I go into the studio in LA. It's my first big studio. Like, I'm super nervous. There's like millions of dollars worth of mics around the room, and like it's like Bobby Moynihan from SNL next to me, and like D. Bradley Baker, who's like one of really famous voice guy, the man of voices, and I'm playing General Hux around these absolute legends of the game, and like a few other people are around, and it was maybe one of the more nerve-wracking experiences of my life. And I've done a lot of theater and done a lot of film and TV, but this was the one. It was just like, holy crap, there's some, it's pretty amazing. And I played General Hux. General Hux was my first like union gig, and then I was in the union kind of thing. So yeah.
wow.
My union gig was Dragon Age. So
wait, who did you voice at Dragon Age?
I was Josephine in Inquisition.
Okay, all right. Sorry.
Oh, wait, what? You didn't know?
Oh my God, I did not know that.
Yeah.
I was so sad I couldn't romance her as a lady. I was so sad.
Yes, you can.
You can?
Yeah. She's bi as hell.
What the?
Josephine Montelier, yeah, the ambassador.
Wait, what did I do wrong then? What did I do wrong? Oh man. Okay, I gotta play through that game again.
Now you gotta do it. Again.
Gotta run it again. Gotta run it again.
Yeah, you gotta run it again. Maybe I'll give you the official endorsement. You can kiss me. So now, there we go.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, so many video game crushes. This is a problem.
You can kiss Lady Josephine Montelier. So.
Oh my God. Okay. I did not know that. Holy crap. Oh my God. Okay. Anyways, so
Fanning herself.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a little verklempt now.
Man, you've got Fuse and Josephine.
Oh my
right now. What are you
goodness.
gonna do?
Yeah, I'm in bi panic right now. Oh my God.
I love it.
Maybe Apex can actually start to put in a romance option instead of a squad going at it.
Oh no,
Oh,
there's so many
no.
Like-
Reddit would have a field day.
Oh
You know
my
how when you
God.
drop all your weapons and you do the bob up and down, it's like, oh, they want a box? Like, no, that's a
No,
different...
the other option.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what those little cabins are for, Chris.
Yeah. Respawn. Get on it.
Oh my goodness.
It's a terrible idea.
Like Stella said, if you go onto Reddit, you can find that that's already been done. And
Yeah.
Oh my god.
not PG.
No, it's not.
Oh my god. Imagine.
It'll be like the visual novel version of Apex Legends.
I was gonna say, imagine a
Everyone's in high
visual
school.
novel like dating sim with Apex Legends.
Everyone's in high school. It's like high school dating sim.
Oh my god.
Like,
What would be what would your roles be actually?
Pathfinder would be the AV projector. You know, he wouldn't have quite evolved yet. It's just something that like Wattson pushes into the room. You know, it's time for a slideshow.
Fuse would be the leather jacket wearing like black sheep of the high school who just like goes behind the shed and like smokes ciggies and like
Bostic would be the shop teacher.
yeah. I think Bloodhound would be like the really shy kid who like, you know, you have to really like they sit alone at lunch and you have to really get them to open up.
But they edit the school annual. For
They
some
definitely do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Is this high school? Are we talking about high school?
high school, yeah.
yeah.
This is like 10 Things I Hate About You, and like
Yeah.
Bloodhound is plays what's her face, and Fuse is Heath Ledger's character.
Oh
And
my
then
god,
sings her
yes!
on the bleachers.
That's my
Yeah.
favorite movie.
Boom.
Like my all-time favorite movie. It's just so I don't know. It has a very special place in my heart.
I got to say, Heath Ledger is pretty cool in that movie.
Yes.
Hell
Like if
yeah.
I could have gone through high school being like Heath Ledger's character, and I went to an all-boys military school. So
Wow.
Oh wow.
What would
Hey,
be
it's my mom.
one-
Should I take the call? No.
Hi,
Um,
Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hi,
I'm sorry.
Mom.
Are you doing that streaming again? The only
between
female I can impersonate is my mom.
do we think that Horizon would be like a teacher, or would Horizon be a
She would be the cool substitute teacher.
I think she might be like the, what do you call it? I didn't go to school here, so is it like the RA? What do you call that? The assist, like the.
Resident, yeah, I mean,
that's a that's
well,
like
like
a
the
college
guidance
thing.
counselor.
Yeah,
No,
she'd be
but
a good
if
guidance.
she's in high school, she's not those things because she's in high school. She's going to be a student in high school, but she's going to be a student in high school who she's probably like in the math club and the science club.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah, I think
Wattson.
Watson would be the president of the science
yeah.
club.
Yeah.
Oh wait! No! Maybe I don't know which one of the two, but this I'm thinking very like Japanese here. But like Horizon is like the senior, and Wattson is like the freshman who really
Yes.
looks up
Yeah.
to
Yes.
Oh my
your,
god.
like senpai like really hard.
And I gotta say, Watson's gotta have a Nessie backpack.
Oh
Yes. Oh my god.
100%.
He's so cute.
Wait,
Love
Watson's that high school girl who always has like the charms on her backpack and everything.
Yes. 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 All the keychains, every keychain, all the
Oh.
kawaii stuff.
Oh my god.
Always brings in her Switch to school too.
Brings in her baguette sandwich. Baguette and
Tamagotchi.
homage sandwich.
Oh my god.
And she has a Tamagotchi that she's like.
Tamagotchi.
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
Nessie
Yes.
Tamagotchi. for
Everyone
sure.
else's Tamagotchis died, but Watson's is
No.
like.
Tamagotchi is also alive.
Oh god.
That's the one thing. Like one day they bump into each other and they start talking about Tamagotchis.
Oh.
And then
So this is
I
going back a
love
little
Tamagotchi.
far, but-
Did anybody have Tamagotchis here?
oh yeah, I had one.
Oh my gosh,
I had
Tamagotchis were the thing in 5th grade. I love Tamagotchis.
You know, I think Valkyrie and Bangalore are both jocks, but they're on different sports teams.
Oh yeah.
Is
Yeah.
Loba a cheerleader? Is she a
Loba?
cheerleader? Or is she too cool to be a cheerleader?
No, I think she was.
She goes to another school. She goes to the rich school up the road.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Well, this is going back a little far, but I'd love to see somebody do one of the fans that does all the great animation. I mean, a lot of the fans do great animations of these characters. They take the voice lines and they make something new with it. I would
That's
love to see
dream.
somebody do the Breakfast Club
Yes.
with 5 of the legends.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Just
Yes.
yeah.
Here we go. Look, these 5 right here.
Oh my god.
Oh, that means Horizon gets to be Claire, and she gets to put her lipstick on with it between her boobs.
Yes, and Fuse plays Judd Nelson. So Fuse like, no, so you want another week of detention? Yes. And that's another
Yeah.
week, Fuse.
Yeah,
Wait, so-
Revenant could be the principal, actually.
Or you could be a principal or caustic.
Don't mess with the bull, you'll get the horns.
Wait, no, that's actually perfect though. Oh my god, that's perfect.
Yeah. Yep.
I think Bloodhound would be Ali Sheedy's character.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the hair and the mask at the same time.
Oh my
I guess
god.
Pathfinder would have to be Anthony Michael Hall. I'm in the physics club.
Yeah.
We study physics and properties of physics.
Who's the Emilio Estevez then? Bangalore.
Mirage.
We're trying to find
Mirage.
Mirage would be
Yeah.
Emilio Estevez.
Yeah.
Oh my
The
goodness.
job.
All right. Somebody will make that happen.
Yeah, we need that fan art. We need
It's
that.
Elsie. It's McCream. McCreamy on
Oh
Twitter.
yeah, McCreamy will do that.
Elsie.
What a name.
I love McCreamy.
Oh my
McCreamy's
goodness,
great.
that's amazing. So, if you could voice, so say as an April Fool's prank, if you could voice any other legend, who would you pick and why?
Revenant. Definitely Revenant.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'll let you take Revenant this time. If it's for April Fools, then I can't take Revenant because I would actually like. If Revenant were a female character, I would be playing Revenant. Like I could very easily be a Revenant.
Oh my god.
Who would I play? I don't think.
I always say Caustic just because his lines are just so juicy and so good. But Revenant, I have this on here, ready?
I'm not thanking you.
That was
Very
really
good.
good.
That's my
Whoa!
Revenant voicey thing on my Go XLR.
I think he actually voices Revenant. He just plays two people. He has a shadow account. That's
Like we can't prove. Have you ever been in a room with Darren?
Have and I it was recently and I wanted to hug that man
Oh.
so bad and he let me and it was just like one of my favorite moments of all time. I was like Darren, I know it's COVID, but we're all tested and everything. Can I hug you? And he's like, of course.
I had
So
him
we
when
did it.
I interviewed him for my stream. I had him. He briefly did a Revenant because my son Remy came in and sat there, and he did a very quick Revenant for him, and it is a startling drop in his voice because he'll talk to you kind of like right here.
Yes.
You know, in this sort of wheelhouse is where he sits, and he's very well mannered and proper and exquisitely tailored the way he
Beautifully
dresses
dressed.
and all that. And then all of a sudden he's down here.
Oh my
And
god.
he just drops, and he drops lower than I just did, and it's a very startling manifestation
It's
of this character,
And he is
just suddenly
truly-
goes way down into his chest,
Oh my
and
god.
he is
out comes Revenant,
truly-
and it's just a thing that he does.
He's
So
just
it's
Mm.
pretty
hard.
amazing to watch.
And he's a sweetheart of a human being, and yet he's so
Yeah.
good at playing these like big burly.
Right.
Like, I got his character in Halo, which just came out. He's like the main villain in it. Sweet Darren
Wow.
DePaul.
Oh
It's
my
like
goodness.
it's always the nicest people who are really good at playing villains.
It's like
It is the case. It's like
I have one villain. I only play one villain, and like across the video game world, I played Darth Savik in Star Wars: The Old Republic, and she was awesome
Oh.
to play. She was like really fun to play because she was really evil. That's the
Oh my
only.
God.
That's the only villain.
that was your moment to get all that energy out and live vicariously through her.
Yeah, yeah.
see, I have a deeper voice, so I play a lot of villains. I play a lot of villains and I play a lot of anime moms. That's like where I live.
Hopefully anime moms that don't die in the first act. Oh no! Oh no!
Anime moms.
There are so many.
There's so many.
Oh my god.
That
I
is why.
support
That's
you
why
and I love
Horizon-
you.
That's why Horizon was like. That's why Amanda, who wrote oh my god, Elle. Seriously, I'm sorry, guys. That's why
Here.
Amanda, who
Side
wrote, who wrote Horizon's lore trailer, she sent me all these articles because, like, apparently, like you to your point, like moms always get killed in video games. They're like the first to get killed. So she was like, "Yeah, hero mom."
Yeah. No, it's definitely it's a media trope, like, and in particular, like the moms die, like maybe the dads die, but the dads were like a scientist and like, they were like super competent, but like the moms die and it's just like, oh, it's just some tragedy, dead mom, like across media in general. So it is really refreshing to have a character like Horizon who is a mom And she's both a sweet, warm, caring mother and a badass and a scientist. And she's not one dimensional. She's got so many layers, and she's kind, but she's also savage as hell when you piss her off. Like, she's got all these really beautiful layers to her. And I think that's true of all the legends. Like, they're not one dimensional. They all have so many different layers to them. Even Pathfinder, who comes across as a very like, no, like, who, because he's very like constantly pleasant. Pathfinder, I'm like, hello, friend. Like, he's got a really cool internal life as well.
Yeah. Oh my God, his backstory that came out, I was like, this is
so cool.
dark and beautiful. Oh my goodness. Like,
Yeah.
I teared up.
We just skirted the edge of being emotional with a couple of his reads. It was a very, very, very fine line where they would say, okay, you could just let a little bit squeak in here. But they're very careful about that because he doesn't have fall noises. He doesn't have pain noises. He doesn't feel any of that stuff. But
the closest to a fall or pain noise would probably be him landing on his butt and going, owie.
And it's just because he heard somebody else do it.
Yeah.
Owie. Is that how it goes?
Oh my God.
Someone else? Yeah. Yeah, he wouldn't know.
I feel good. I feel good.
Oh. Oh my God, I was gonna ask Elle something. I'm forgetting now. No, I forgot. It's fine. Maybe it'll come back to me. I think we have time for like one more question.
Actually, I have a question for Elle. Could you say chitty chitty bang bang again, please?
Chitty chitty bang bang.
Oh no, not like that. When she tosses it off, it's like chitty chitty bang bang. It's like, that's the most Scottish thing ever. That's awesome.
I think chitty chitty bang bang. One of my favorite Scottish words is squirrel.
Squirrel.
Oh my
great one.
God.
That's good.
Yes.
That's really good.
Yeah, Elle and I just went the other night to Descanso Gardens to see this light show, and she bought a hot chocolate and she said, sugary. And that was my favorite thing. The hot chocolate was so sugary. It was so good.
You didn't make me say it again. She's like, say that again. I'm like, what? Sugary?
Oh, that's so cute.
So good.
Oh my God, I love that. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. I was gonna say I think Horizon and Mirage's relationship is so cute and it's so sweet, and it makes me sad, but also really happy.
Yeah, I was told when I first came into the game, they said that's basically was her kind of like her sort of original avenue to come in was like she was like more of a mother figure for Elliot. So
it makes me so sad.
In trailer where like she drops out of the sky and Mirage is like this. She's like she drops down. Yeah. She's badass.
I think the best Mirage reaction is now and will always be his reaction to Fuse coming out of the water.
Oh my God, yeah, where he's like stumbling and he's like questioning himself. He's just like, can we get him a towel?
just the panic is so good. It's so good.
Yeah, Okay, so I think the last question, what was everyone's inspiration behind getting into voice acting?
I'm just a nerd and I like playing games. I like the media. I like the types of stories that I get to work on in the first place. And so getting to make them is good. It's like, I guess the correct way to describe it is to ask like what got us into acting, but then specifically what got us into voiceover, because the reason we're all actors is because we're all storytellers. That's how we wound up there. But then it was like our particular paths into voiceover are probably very unique and very, very bizarre. For me, it was definitely, I knew I wanted to do VO, and because I loved, video games and anime and cartoons and everything. And I was like, these are the kind of stories I want to be telling. Like I would play a video game and I'd get to the end credits and I'd just be crying and I'd be like, I want to be in the end credits. Like I want to say that I worked on this. And then, now I do play games that I'm in and I'm like, mission accomplished. Did it.
I mean, I could say Dragon Age Inquisition is very near and dear to my heart. So you definitely delivered in that with what you wanted to do. Like
I was a huge Dragon Age fan. So when I got cast, it was like genuinely a bucket list item for me. I was 25 years old, and I think I was 24 when I got cast, and just like checked that item off the bucket list, and I was like, have I peaked? Like, is that it? Have I peaked? And I keep having these little peaks, and hopefully it's not the actual peak, and hopefully it's just a nice little plateau, and then something cool happens, and the career keeps going.
I think you can only go up from here.
I hope so. Better up than down. Anyway, that's my backstory.
For mine, I was a class clown through high school, and just like was kind of a bit bored at high school, and was just kind of a bit naughty as well. But and I think I was in year 9 or 10 when Simpsons came out, and so whether it was cartoons or Simpsons, I was always quoting like Simpsons or whatever. I even had this conversation with Chris recently. I was like, Chris, have you ever voiced a line that I've probably used? Not that far back, because Chris and I aren't that far apart in age, but
right.
Like just loving the idea that like I've gotten around like saying stuff to people in real life that Chris has actually been paid to actually bring into life is like super special. And so, yeah, when you get the opportunity as an actor to move into that world where you're actually saying stuff and embodying characters, and I did want to say to anyone watching this is like getting out of your own way, because at some point, like I realized I could do this and do it professionally, but for so long you think you're just doing these funny voices or you're just doing these characters with friends, but that can actually be a career if you pursue it. So if anyone wants to do that, definitely pursue it. But it came from entertaining friends in high school. It was the genesis of it.
That's a really sweet story.
This is just my day job until I get that data entry career going.
Oh my God.
You keep going, Chris. You keep going. You're going to get there.
Almost there.
We believe in you, Chris.
Yeah.
And much respect to anyone who actually has to do data entry in a cubicle, because you're still important. Trust me, somebody's got to do that stuff. But no, I like the rest of us, I'm sure I used to crack up my family and then my friends, and then I discovered acting in college, and then I discovered stand-up, and I was a road comic for about 10 years. So that was my first real career profession, was stand-up comedy. But I got tired of being on the road. That was a grind. And then I had done some acting, some on-camera acting, but that's a different kind of grind. And I remember telling myself around year 8 or 9 on the road, I thought, I'd really just love to be a voice actor only, because I'd done enough of that too. And I thought, that's the sweet spot for me. I can stay home, not have to travel all the time, because I'd done a lot of that. And I don't have to worry about updating headshots. I don't have to worry about the same criteria that on-camera actors are hit with. And I luckily was able to make that happen. And being able to find that sweet spot, it actually was such a great turn of good fortune for me that it actually zapped my head for a year or so. I couldn't believe that I was actually that lucky. And it took me a while to get adjusted to it. It's like, oh, I actually get to do something I love, and I don't have to do things I hate anymore. And I couldn't believe it. And I still feel that way. It's like, wow, I really get to do this. This is great. But yeah, I put it in my plans. I did things to make sure that it happened. So it wasn't just luck, but I still feel really lucky.
That's so inspiring.
Well, if you, for those of you watching, and I used to say this on my stream, and I'm sure you guys say it on your streams, if you want it, it can land in your lap, but it's extremely unlikely. You've got to actually do things to make it happen. Yeah. You've got to study acting, because we're actors. And you've got to find a good representation, a good bit of representation. You can work, I guess, remotely just by uploading auditions. But a lot of times I see these posts on Twitter. Hey, I'm casting for something. There is pay and there is this and that. I thought, well, I'm sure this is a good starter gig. But if you want to be in an Apex Legends style game, you've got to work your way up the ladder. So yeah, we all started somewhere.
Yeah,
we did.
Unless you're the only Scottish woman in town, and then
oh my God,
you do fall into it. No, but my situation was funny, because when I came here, I was actually a musician. I was a singer. I had a record deal. I was doing like music stuff. And somebody had said to me, have you ever thought about doing voiceover? Because you've got that accent. And so I took a class, and this was years ago. I took a class, and I'm sitting there, and this guy comes over, and he's like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, hi. And we start talking, and I'm like, what's your deal? He's like, well, I just came up here from Orange County. I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm like, oh, what's your name? He's like, Roger Craig Smith. I'm like, really nice to meet you. So Roger and I did our very first voiceover class together before either one of us were actors.
Oh my God.
Before Roger was Roger.
Yeah, he was a stand-up comic, and we did this class at Kalmanson for like, I think 8 weeks or more. Like every Saturday morning we would go to this class in Burbank, and it was really, really fun. And then I just kind of fell off, and I didn't do that. I wasn't pursuing on camera at the time, and then he did, and obviously Roger like became, overnight. But I was like, I just kind of slow burn. But my way in was, I was doing the grind for the on-camera stuff, and I sent a headshot, like an actual like photograph from resume with a funny note to Abrams at the time, Abrams artist, and I was like, hey, I'm looking for on-camera representation for commercials. I was like, I'm Scottish, I'm funny, I can do an American accent. I just did this whole like weird thing, and I get this call, and they're like, do you ever want to do voiceover? And I was like, oh, sure. And they said, well, do you want to come in and like, get in the booth? And I got in the booth, and I realized, oh my word, I was like, this is really actually what I want to do. So then I just really got serious about it, and so that was kind of the beginning. And then like I had like my first real like SAG gig was for a game called SOCOM. I was the voice of the game. I was Oracle in SOCOM, which was like a long time ago, maybe over 10 years ago now. But anyway, that was my crazy story. So
wow,
Horizon took their first acting class together.
That's amazing.
For me, I've always done theater and musical theater, and so when I lived in New York for a while, went to college in acting conservatory called SUNY Purchase, about half an hour north of Manhattan, and thought I was going to do theater for the rest of my life, and then moved back to LA. Where I'm from, and one of my cousins has been doing voiceover for probably 30 years, doing promo voices and commercials. And he said, you sing and you can do all these accents. So why don't you start taking a voiceover class? And then it kind of just hit, and I've been doing it for the last 10 years, and I just love it. It's so much fun. We're so lucky. I can't even believe how lucky we are. So very thankful.
It's a pretty good career. Not gonna lie. When it treats you well, it treats you well.
I'm sure that it's been kind of an adjustment going from in studio to at home recordings. So
yeah, we don't have the setups now, but the second they started letting us go back in the booth, I was like, please let me out of here. Yeah. Like I don't need to be in my closet anymore. I left there. I got out of the closet years ago. I don't need to be in the closet anymore.
Oh my God.
My booth is actually in my closet, which is
me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Nothing fancy here.
No blanket over the mic.
No. Although we've all been there. We've all done like an audition on the road before and had to do that. I actually showed a friend the couch pillow trick.
Oh,
you put, you make like the little pillow fort on your couch and you put the microphone in there. Yep. I was like, that's how you do it. That's how you road audition. It's very sexy work.
Yeah, you come out of there with the messy hair from the blanket and the pillows. You're just like, yeah.
I did this. I actually recorded a pickup for Dragon Age in a blanket fort in my apartment in Seattle.
Oh my God.
Hey, you guys, I'm so sorry. I might have to jump off the call right now, but you guys should keep going, right? And I'll it was so lovely hanging with you, but we just have to jump off.
How dare you?
How very dare me.
How very dare you?
Loved you all. Thank you so much, Stella. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much for being here.
And,
thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so that is going to mess it up a little bit.
Oh, no.
It's okay, though.
We'll fix it.
We do actually have to end though soon. So we were set for about an hour. So I don't know if there's any parting words you wanted to leave people with. If there is anything that you wanted to say in your characters' voices.
Well, these lovely ladies have, I think, individual prints happening right now.
Oh, not me.
No,
the other
not
two.
Allegra. Okay.
Yeah, no.
But Justine and Elle do in their Streamily stores. So I would go visit their Streamily shops.
Yes,
And,
please do.
Throw a little simoleons their way, because then you can have a nice Christmas gift to give to either yourself or someone else.
Yeah.
And you use Streamily, which is what we're using. I think tomorrow's Streamily, we're doing a Streamily group signing. What is it we're doing tomorrow?
Yeah,
Something.
if you hit ! Autograph, I think in chat, it'll bring up the Streamily link. And my wonderful mod is already dropping everyone's individual Streamily links. So they'll be doing a live autograph signing on Streamily. So if you want to go ahead and grab some prints, or Justine is doing the signed Nessies. Definitely do that.
Signed Nessies. Also, Elle and I are doing a duo print together. Team Science Rosalind. Science friends, so cute.
That's so cute.
This is by Volu Chris Liga. We love it. Love the high five. High five. Yes. And Elle's doing a bunch of solo prints. I'm doing a bunch of solo prints. I'm also doing some duo prints with Nicholas Royce, who plays Octane, some duo prints with Chantel Van Santen, who plays Wraith. We're doing some Dark Sparks.
Did I say Dark Sparks?
Dark Sparks, yes. And I'm doing, and I'm signing also some comic books, some Dark Horse comic books, and another duo print with Anjali Vimani, who plays Rampart tomorrow. So I'm excited.
Oh my God, that's amazing. I'm so excited. Yeah, so if y'all want to check that out, please do tomorrow. I think it's 10 a.m. as well.
Yes.
So yeah,
Got
10
it.
a.m. Yeah, 10 a.m. tomorrow at that link. You can get
There are more
everything
of
you
us
want. Yes.
For that one, right?
I don't think I'll be there, but everyone
I'm gonna
else
pop
will.
in, but yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
signing any individual stuff yet.
Yeah, Chris and I aren't doing individuals this time. I did the Genshin signing last month too, so I'm very signed out right now.
Oh yeah, of course.
I'm very tired. I'm the tired old lady, old cat lady.
Right, Milo? We'll come over here.
It's 10 a.m. Pacific, just to be,
Yeah,
Yes, 10 a.m. Pacific. On Streamily site, you guys can go ahead and check that out. ! Autographs. And yeah, thank you so much for joining us for a Q&A. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Yeah, so if y'all want to go, please check them out tomorrow, and hope y'all have a good day.
Thank you
Thanks
so
so
much.
much.